Hello, and welcome, my Capricorn collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your 5-card draw. What do I need read for this new moon to full moon, May into June 2022. I am your reader, fellow Earth sign, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short. They're my initials. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998. Author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, available on Kindle. Link in the description box, and you can actually get a free preview on Kindle and check out the dedication. It's to my mom, and I love it. It's my legacy, at least until I write the next one. You know what else, though? I'm a creator on Patreon, patreon.com/Drawing the Circle. Really, it's amazing. I'm really letting my full potential show itself over there because I'm not so censored and I get paid. That being said, let's get down to business, shall we? If you are new to the channel, a 5-card draw is just one card from 5 different decks to get you clues, tips, and hints about a specific astrological timeline. This time around, the timeline is a waxing from a new to full, May into June. We'll look at that we will look at that in a minute. Mercury retrograde at the time of this recording. Dark moon in Taurus, doing the best I can. But first, let's talk about these 5 decks. They represent the 5 magical elements: fire, earth, air, water, and spirit, to help you refine, hone, clarify your heart's desire to manifest the seed that you plant at the new moon, to watch it grow, expand, manifest, use the terms that you like, to the full moon. That being said, let's look at this astrological timeline. We've got a new moon in Gemini, a new moon on Monday. Let the fires dance through the night. Monday, May 30th, 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time. I am in New York. Lovely way to wake up, right? Do some air magic in alignment with whatever hits the table here. And then we're looking at the 2 weeks going to the full moon in Sagittarius, Tuesday, June 14th, 7:51 a.m. And I think June 14th is Flag Day, which is my father's birthday, God rest his soul, and Donald Trump's. So, moving along, let's get up in this gig. It's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs. I know, this is what you get. I guess. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs to get more information about the timeline we're about to look at, because your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus may have additional information about that timeline, or maybe they could be 4 different things going on in your life, because we all have many seeds to plant. I've been out in my garden cleaning things up. I planted some tomatoes. I'm making space for new stuff to come in. So I've got vegetables out there. I have got flowers. I have got a lot of magical herbs and a bunch of grapevines, a bunch of vines. I have a lovely clematis, something de Lyons. Couldn't help myself, had to, right? So think of that symbolically, and let's see what hits the table. Both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. I will do the same to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace that they sent me here to give. And, oh right, because I've been saying this, I think, in every reading. On a serious note, I am well aware of what's going on planet Earth. School shootings, wars, Roe versus Wade, right? just what's going on the planet right now. It's hard, and we can't really influence it externally as much. But if you're watching my channel, you can probably influence it mystically, spiritually, magically, by manifesting your heart's desire. Your heart's desire is part of the universe's plan, and the universe always has a plan, no matter how anything appears to be. So by you doing that, and because essentially we are all one, you're fulfilling your purpose here, and that's going to tilt the balance. Yeah. So enough serious. Well, it's Capricorn. You're known for being serious, ruled by Saturn. But let's see what hits the table. Both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. Let's do this. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Using the Magical Spell Cards by Lucy Cavendish for the element of fire. I call upon the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism for the Capricorn collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading. Please, beloved ancestors, what is the spell fragment that they can use to help refine and clarify their element of fire, what they yearn for, what they burn for, what their hearts desire, manifesting their highest potential, 10th house, highest potential, and help this world do what it's got to do, this new to full, May, June 2022. You know this is in the title, True Love Come to Me. Now, yes, I talk about true love. I do readings about true love. I have a book written. It just needs to be heavily edited and updated called The Path of True Love from a Professional Witch. Don't know if that one will ever hit the airwaves as it will. So true love is divine love in physical form. I mean, I have so many videos on my channel about true love. You know, yes, conquers all, breaks hexes, but usually has to go through the fucking ringer before it fully manifests. True love come to me. True love shall come to me as I do will. So mote it be. All the witches had better have a little bit of a chakra tingle somewhere out there. They put it in our language. Yeah, so mote it be. I am up for that. I always said if I was ever going to marry, it'd probably be a Capricorn. Pretty strong placement, too. I'm a Virgo, right? Y'all are dependable, and you get younger as you grow older, which is kind of my gig, if you can't tell. I'm 53, thwarp. Yeah, I know I don't look at things. I had to. I haven't done it in a while on camera. I do it in real life all the time. So, yay, Earth, our next element, the Crystal Oracle. Whether you have the stone or not, indicated is irrelevant to me, at least. Clear quartz does everything. Just program it with what we're going to find in the oracle here, as well as it gives you a nice little touchstone. You can use a piece of jewelry, you could use anything you want, just something physical, tangible, a carrier for the magic, the intention, like tying a string around your finger. Let's see about the element of air, the fuel to feed that fire using the Crystal Oracle. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon my beloved Archangel Ariel, one of the archangels of the north powers of earth, hence the Crystal Oracle, the Archangel of Lyons, the Archangel of nature, the Archangel of wealth and abundance and finances and money and all that cool stuff. Please, my beloved, beloved, beloved one card in clarity for the Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading. What is their Crystal Oracle message? The element of earth, the fuel to feed that fire, as well as ground and manifest their heart's desire, this new to full. Amethyst, lovely, easy to find. Come on, you have an amethyst somewhere. As I'm cleaning up my garden, I'm finding a lot of crystals I forgot of because I put them out in the garden to help the plants. And the plants, it's a very symbiotic relationship. And selenite does dissolve in water over time. And that's okay because I got tons of the stuff. Hello, my name is Mark. I'm a selenite addict. Let's talk a little bit about amethyst, member of the quartz family. Your key words: spirituality, positive transformation, meditation. Look, I know a lot about true love. I don't know everything. It's a mystical path. You can't know everything about the mystical part of it. Otherwise, it's no longer a mystery, right? It's like a mystery school thing. Definitely spirituality, positivity, transformation, positive transformation and meditation is what? Is a huge part of that because it's about connecting with the divine within yourself. The truth of the third eye, the love of the heart chakra unified into true love, the masculine and the feminine. I think you get it, right? A real relationship with the divine, but not as something other than divine, you being in that relationship. Do you know what You're being urged to embrace your shadow side. Oh, yay, some shadow work during waxing moon. Shadow work happens whenever it's time to happen. Right, because no matter what the moon is doing, your Saturn could be hitting Pluto or something. You never know. Take an inventory of all those aspects of yourself that you are afraid to show the world because you perceive them to be bad or inadequate. Because if you're really talking true love with another person, it's fine. Like whatever it is you don't want the world to see, they're going to be okay with. Doesn't mean it's always going to be easy, but it does mean you conquer all. Read A Return to Love by Marianne Williamson. Just saying. Enchanted Love, her other book, really hits the nail on it, but first one then the other is my recommendation. Meditate on these qualities, the ones you don't want anybody to know about. Acknowledge them. See how they serve both you and others. Then love them and bring them into your heart. Now look, these qualities that we hide, they don't always come up 24/7, 365, right, all day long. We do keep them hidden. So Matt Kahn, we're using his Matt Kahn Healing Mantra Deck, Let's Go Down, wrote a book called Whatever Arises, Love That. And his second book is really good, Everything is Here to Help You. The third one I'm really deep into right now, The Universe Always Has a Plan, 10 Golden Rules of Letting Go. Highly recommend. I mean, he's a really good writer. Really good. Very easy to read, too. But that thing that there are gifts in the shadow, this is what I do. The 7-card draw shadow reads, right? You take the lead, you alchemize it into gold. That's really cool. When you realize that every aspect of you serves a purpose, there will be no need to deny half of what you are. So whatever rises in you, love that, because that is, if that's not if shadow work is not the preparation for a true love relationship, particularly the romantic ones, which are the hardest. True love between parent and child, we see, right? That's way more common. But if this is truly a romantic context here, which it does feel like now, we'll see what else hits the table. We've still got the Whispers of Love Oracle. Whatever arises, love that. Do the shadow work. And Amethyst is brilliant for that because it is positive transformation. There are simply aspects of yourself yearning to be embraced and loved. Whatever arises, love that. Matt Kahn, read the book. This is a time of profound change, a time of positive transformation, which will have a lasting impact on every area of your life and to some degree on those around you. See, that's the thing. True love conquers all. So conquering the shadow is about bringing truth and love to it. Couldn't have happened any other way. Whatever happened in the past, whatever, here's a, I forget, this is rule number 1, golden rule number 1. You've done nothing wrong. Why? Because in order for you to be who you were born to become, life couldn't have happened any other way. It was just written into the quantum, wantum, timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly part of it. I had no idea this was going to be a true love read, and it's my last read of the day, so let's leave it on the, well, dining room table. I was going to say leave it on the dance floor, but you know, let's not mix metaphors unless absolutely necessary. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. We're getting a double whammy as I call upon the angels and the archangels of Earth, the sign of Capricorn, powers of the North, Archangel Ariel, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Oriel 3. Please, one card in clarity for the Capricorn Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading for the element of air. Using the Healing with the Angels Oracle, what is the key word or words that they can focus their mind upon, think about, read about, research, pray, meditate, etc., particularly with that amethyst that could be helpful, as well as who are the healing angels waiting in the wings with their wings fully outstretched to come in and help them heal in all sorts of different ways with their element of air, to stoke that fire, to manifest their heart's desire of true love coming to them with their spirituality, spiritual transformation, shadow work, and all that jazz. They've got celebration. The healing angels. of celebration. Now let's talk about that. I'm going to seriously talk about that. Because celebrating shadow work is, the celebration comes after the alchemy is done. That's, stitch that on a pillow. That was a good one. Because that's absolutely true. The celebration, you can hate it, you can dislike it, you can find it incredibly uncomfortable. It's shadow work. There's a reason why you didn't want to feel it back then, right? Or it's an ancestral pattern passed down, or you're an empath and you're clearing for planet Earth. Doesn't matter. There's really only one shadow. Ooh. Boo. Right? And it's not easy. It's slow and steady wins the race kind of work. It does, however, alchemize your lead into gold, revealing your highest potential. And highest potential is 10th house, Capricorn. It just is. It just is. So there is celebration that comes from this, or at least ask the question over and over again and get as many different takes and answers as you can. What exactly would the healing angels of celebration do? Right? Heal through celebration. Heal me so that I can celebrate. That's just two. There could be a lot more different ways to go in. I'll tell you this as a reader. Sometimes going straight on literal, you miss it entirely. You miss the broadside of the barn. You miss the barn by going for the broadside. Two more cards left. This is the one I'm interested in. The Whispers of Love Oracle. There's not a womp womp card. Womp womp. There's not a womp womp in this deck. But this is where we get the true love card and, the romance card and all that. So the element of water, the emotional part of this. Let's see what hits the table. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved. 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. What is the whisper of love? The piece of information, inspiration, insight for the element of water, the energy and motion that we experience as emotion, the juice, the heart of the spell, the love that is divine power that fuels it, particularly when it comes to true love in their element of fire with amethyst, spirituality, positive transformation, shadow work certainly indicated here, and that there's nothing wrong, right? They haven't done anything wrong. I mean, from the soul's perspective, certainly that is the truth. So to get and see it from a higher, more transcendent place so that there can be celebration, to see that certain things have been shed and that true love can conquer all because it already has before, we just don't always see it. With the healing angels helping them in the element of air. So what, of course, is their element of water? The juice to this spell, the piece of information, inspiration, and insight needed, this new to full. You are limitless. You are limitless. Recognize this truth. You can do anything you choose to do. Now, they just highlighted for me the word recognize. Get off the RE for a moment. Just let that go. Cognize. Right? To cognize something is to sort of wrap your mind around it, to understand it. But when, like cognitive therapy, right? It's a little bit more holistic than just, oh, I get it. Right? It's a little bit deeper in my experience and opinion. So recognize is like, oh, I know that. A part of you absolutely knows you're limitless. Why? Because it's the immortal soul. That's why on Patreon, my things are based on human hero. Oh, God, there are other ones in there. There's Witch and there's Angel and Immortal and, all of that. So you can do anything you choose to do. That is how the higher self and the soul see it. Well, here we go. I did this in the last reading. Might as well do it now. Human, hero, immortal, God, ego, personality, soul, higher self. The personality, the character you play, and mostly the authentic you, right, is caught between the ego. I should have been a puppeteer, man. I was raised by a nursery school teacher. And over here is the soul. Hi. Right? And the points of view are very different. It's really about the fear and the conditioning and the stuff that's written into the script before we ever incarnate, and the part of us that's really not really touched by it, but is trying to integrate all of that by whatever arising, loving that. Only the ego has the shadow. The soul doesn't, right? And what is the personality got to do? Get it? Right? You are limitless. This is up to you. Right? You want to feel empowered? You want to help the world? Manifest your highest potential, particularly with true love. Think about that wave of true love, no matter how it manifests physically. If you ever watched Once Upon a Time, right, on ABC, it was a good movie, it was a good series, right? The Kiss of True Love, Rainbow Wave. It was like gay pride across the planet, right? It was very cool. I loved that series. So this is really lovely, and it really is a very high vibe with that amethyst. All tea, all shade, all pink lemonade. Last card down. Let's do the Healing Mantra deck by Matt Kahn. Since I talked about him enough, I might as well. I wonder if he gets tingles every time I go. Or he's probably like, oh, it's that long hair in New York again. Blessed be. I don't know if he uses those words. I doubt it. So this is the card of spirit. The voltage, the electricity, the energy, right? Like spirit, like team spirit, to charge it. So grab an amethyst. Not hard to find. Call in the healing angels of celebration. Cast the spell for true love, the intention, your element of fire, whatever you want to call it. And kind of tune to that sense of limitless. Like just allow the soul to just be present in that moment. Which is a huge part of what? Meditation. Let's see what hits the table. Because then you charge the amethyst with this thing. Particularly with shadow work going on. Let's see. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. This just took a turn, but higher. I was like, call upon the ascended masters of true love. Please, the perfect healing mantra, the spirit card for the Capricorn collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Watching this video, receiving this reading. Make it specific, make it clear, make it click into place for them so that they have a mantra, a way of charging this amethyst with the angels of celebration being called in, with true love coming to them because they are limitless. What do you got for them? The perfect healing mantra to charge this with this new to full May, June 2022. Balancing the brain. I can be and do all at once. I use this one a lot because sometimes with my schedule that I impose on myself, I get into that hurry up, really way in the future, even just for one day. Okay, and then by dinner, you can have a schedule, but I'm the only one enforcing it, and I put out work when it's ready, when it's right, do the best that I can. So to balance stillness with activity is the challenge, right? The stuff we learned from Western philosophies and mysticism and spirituality, Zen and Buddhism and all the Eastern stuff of, like be here now, stillness. And I would love to stay in stillness all day, but I got shit to do, right? Capricorn, you know what I mean. So to be able to integrate those, we are really looking at a left brain, right brain, balancing the brain, masculine, feminine, left, right, balancing here. That is very much what we were talking about the third eye and the heart, right? Because one side, what is linear and like math, that's the masculine side, so that the left brain. The right brain is the creative, the spatial, the emotional. Interesting. So this is a pretty good formula for bringing true love into your life, and at least essentially vibrationally, because you are becoming that within yourself, which is what the path of true love truly is. But it's a path, it's a journey. So let me read you from the bookie book, because it's a really good bookie book. Balancing the brain. Let me just get here. Oh, balancing the brain. I can be and do all at once. It's really good scooping kitty litter for some reason. I don't know why. When the brain is balanced, you're no longer bouncing back and forth between being and doing. You allow each action to be expressed from a space of mindfulness, amethyst, peace, and ease. To do it with ease. In a balanced brain, each inner battle has been won. which makes it easier to navigate around those whose minds are still entrenched in conflict. So, if you find yourself in conflict, do understand balancing the brain here, doing shadow work, calling in true love, you're going to go through this in a way where it might be more celebratory than torturous. Celebratorturous. There we go. We made a new word. It's celebratorturous. Ooh, that's intense. Probably not true, though. From this space, you are able to do all that needs to be done while operating from your soul's natural state of being, which is what? Limitless, and will celebrate the alchemy of the shadow work from lead to gold, because then you're more love than fear. But love, according to the Course in Miracles, the opposite of love is fear, but what is all-encompassing can have no opposite. Play with that in your mind. That is worth celebrating, because fear is the absence of love, and an absence can't be a thing. So it has no opposite. The entire Course can be summed up in these words. Nothing real can be threatened. Nothing unreal exists. Herein lies the peace, P-E-A-C-E, of God. Just saying. This mantra is ideal for reducing stress at work. Capricorn, being a more mindful parent, even fur parent, or etc., and symbolically, however, and increasing levels of accountability, balancing the brain. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to put these cards together in a summation and a blessing and do it at the same time. And then let's chat a little bit at the end, because I've discovered doing this now for years and years and years and years. If I just take the last 20 to 30 seconds and let the energy move through me, it comes out goofy and fun, and then I'm not so wiped afterwards. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine one more time for the Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, may they be blessed with all that they need this new moon to full moon, May into June 2022, that they may balance the brain, finding their capacity to be and do all at once, because they are limitless. And all they have to do is simply recognize this truth, recognize it, because they can do anything they choose to do. And if they choose to call on the healing angels of celebration, which doesn't feel like a Capricorn gig, but if they give that a shot, they could find themselves really coming to the fullness of something here. By the way, come full moon, the angel is essentially drawing down the moon there. With that amethyst vibe, with that spirituality, with that positive transformation, shadow work to whatever degree, and certainly meditation indicated there, they are then more likely able to choose to recognize how limitless they are, and there's anything that they can do at all, but they need to balance the brain so that they can manifest an energy that this planet needs more than ever. Truth and love fused as one. Unity within themselves, within their relationships, and maybe even with somebody, right? So while one side of the brain is saying yes and the other side of the brain is saying no, that they're able to balance that and move forward so that they can manifest their heart's desire. True love shall come to me, as I do will. So mote it be, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So mote it be. And so it is. Did you like it? Hit the thumbs up, like it, do it for me. I'm the fun one. I'm an earth sign and I have cool hair. Isn't that enough reason? I know what I'm talking about. If you want more of me, certainly subscribe for the exact same reasons I just gave you. But if you want to go deeper, if you want to have fun, but you want to do the serious stuff too, it's all over on Patreon. Patreon.com/drawing-the-circle. I got humans, I got heroes, I got angels, I got witches, I've got immortals, I got gods, goddesses over there, and more tiers to come, I'm sure, as I create more content, exclusive stuff that no one else will see, as well as access to all of the extended readings, part 1 here on YouTube. You can get them there. All levels get that, even the lowest subscription level. So, if you want a private read for me as well, because we're earth signs, let's get this out of the way. Booking a reading with Mallow video here on YouTube. There is a link in the description box. Of course, I wouldn't have you search for it. Why would I do that? And it explains exactly how to do it, exactly what it's all about. It explains it all for you, just like Clarissa and Mercury fucking retrograde. So thank you so much for watching, and really do this. True love is worth it, but it's a hero's journey. Has villains, has liars, has demons and dragons along the way, but the shadow work is certainly worth it. I love you. Have a good one. Comment if you like, and reach out if you need. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.